Okay, so for this deep dive, we're going to unpack just 6 verses. 6 short, but incredibly explosive verses.
That's right, Luke 9.5156.
And this is the absolute turning point of Jesus' ministry. I mean, this is it. He's not in Galilee anymore. He has, as the text says, set his face toward Jerusalem.
Which starts that whole section we call the travel narrative.
Exactly. And our mission here is to figure out why Luke uses this, this tiny travel problem to define the Messiah's true power.
And specifically why his top disciples, James and John, their first instinct is to, well, commit mass destruction.
It's so shocking. But you can't understand it without seeing the volatility of the location. For a Galilean Jew to get to Jerusalem, they pretty much had to go through Samaria.
Right. And this wasn't just a B&B being rude.
Yeah.
This was an ethnic and religious flashpoint, with centuries of bad blood.
So when Jesus and his group show up, they are walking straight into a minefield.
A historical minefield. I mean, the schism was so raw. The main issue at the time was that Jewish forces, years earlier, had completely destroyed the Samaritan Temple on Mount Gerizim.
Their most sacred space. So for a Jewish teacher focused intently on Jerusalem,
you're validating Mount Zion. You are validating the very people who destroyed their holy site. So their refusal to host Jesus, it's almost a kind of geopolitical self-defense.
Of course. It's an immediate, predictable rejection.
And that's what makes Jesus' resolve so profound. That phrase, he set his face. It's not just a nice way of saying he was determined.
It's an idiom, right? A specific one.
It is. It's a direct callback to the suffering servant in Isaiah 50 who sets his face like flint. It signals this unshakable determination, but not for conquest.
No, for suffering. For the cross.
And the disciples, they just completely missed this.
Oh, profoundly. This is where James and John, the sons of thunder, they step up and ask, Lord, do you want us to call fire down from heaven to destroy them?
And they weren't just making that up on the spot. They had a model for this.
They were trying to be their hero, Elijah, who, by the way, they had just seen Jesus talking with at the Transfiguration.
Exactly. In 2 Kings 1, Elijah famously calls down divine fire to annihilate soldiers who rejected him.
So James and John see their master get rejected by these outsiders, and they think, okay, this is it, time for apocalyptic judgment. They wanted Jesus to be a retributive prophet.
A divine strike team leader.
Yeah. But Jesus' correction just flips the whole mission on its head. He rebukes them. And the verb he uses, epitomao, that's the same word he uses for silencing demons.
And for calming violent storms. The implication is heavy. Their desire for violence was fundamentally destructive, not divine.
It was demonic.
In a sense, yeah. The mission is clarified right there. The Son of Man didn't come to destroy lives, but to save them. It's a complete shift. Elijah's fire was for theocratic defense. This is about universal salvation.
It's about divine restraint. So if we look at this whole incident, what's the profound lesson here? What's the takeaway?
I think the key is that Jesus refuses to participate in that endless cycle of violence. He breaks the scapegoat mechanism.
The disciples wanted to build their in-group unity.
On the corpse of the outsider, the Samaritans, and Jesus just won't do it.
In our world today, which is so polarized, where the impulse to cancel or destroy people who reject us is so constant, this feels like a powerful antidote.
It is. Jesus' response to profound ethnic and religious rejection wasn't retaliation. It wasn't aggression.
Not even a sharp word, really.
It was simply to pick up and go to another village. He keeps his mission on track without needing to destroy his opponents.
And here's maybe one final thought for you to carry with you.
It's a great one.
Think about the character arc of the Apostle John, the man who wanted to call down literal destructive fire here in Luke 9.
He's the same John who later goes back to Samaria in the book of Acts.
And what does he do? He prays for the fire of the Holy Spirit to fall on them, to bless and empower them.
It's an incredible transformation. It just shows that emotional immaturity, while it isn't a disqualifier, it's often just the starting point.